I'm TV6 meteorologist Eric DeBroca, and here's your latest Weather on Demand forecast. What a day it was today. 90 across some of the Upper Peninsula. Hard to believe. Actually, pretty crazy to believe that as well. 90 across places mainly across the interior. Iron Mountain was the lone reading where we have one of our bigger cities breaking the 90-degree mark. 88 though for Marquette. 89 for Munising. Cooler thanks to Lake Michigan across the southeastern portion of the UP. 74 there. 80 in Escanaba. Everyone else, so just talking about almost unprecedented readings for this late in the season. As the records fall today, a little pun because it is fall, of course, but you wouldn't know it if you stepped out the door today. Matter of fact, today, it's being the 23rd, tied the hottest day of 2017, at least at the Weather Service in Negaunee Township. That would be June 10th. But for a lot of other cities, we're talking about this is the hottest day altogether of 2017. We have to go back to 2016 in July to find even warmer days, but more surprisingly, it's the hottest this late in the season, so September 23rd, since 1937. I'll say living memory for a lot of folks out there, and this is going to be 30 degrees above average, what we should see this time in late September. As far as highs today, elsewhere, we saw 90s across the greater stretch of the Midwest, from downstate all the way to Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, Wisconsin. 94 in La Crosse, 95 in Chicago, records spewing all across the area, even in Cleveland, 91 there, but there are changes coming. Notice this very stark contrast from 90 to Grand Island, 54 in South Dakota. Cooler air is inbound, but it will take a little bit of time for it to get here because the jet stream is pretty much well to our north and the front's stalling out around town. 70s right now, we're cooling off to the 70s, if I can say that, which is still a good 15 degrees above average where we should be for the highs this time of the year. 68 in Manistee, still one of the cooler spots there, mid to upper 70s in the west. Let's talk about the rain though from the severe storms yesterday, which fired up, brought a lot of damage across the area. Not the same story today. Clear skies subsidence, what we call an atmospheric cap, which means it's so warm, even aloft, several thousand feet above our heads, that storms couldn't even fire up. That prevented it. But they're firing up along Wisconsin and also extreme northwest Wisconsin, but also in Minneapolis, just west of there as well. For us, those storms will eventually meander off to the east. We're talking about very humid conditions in our future for the next several days, as well as this stationary front continues to drape itself across the area just west of Duluth, and it will remain that way through the greater part of Sunday into Monday. Another hot day in store for us with temperatures 25 to 30 degrees above average. Finally, this front moves on, turns into a cold front. The jet stream picks up and will move it towards us on Sunday night into Monday. And notice how the clouds start to increase later on in the evening from Sunday into Monday, but really not until the day on Monday we're going to see any significant rainfall from that. So overnight tonight, once again, very muggy and warm, 60s, 68 to 64 will be the range there. 5 to 15 miles an hour, winds becoming more of an issue tomorrow, boosting temperatures back up to record-breaking levels one more day. Upper 80s in the west, low 80s in the southeast UP. Lake Michigan breezes will affect our weather. Here's a closer look city by city. Only 75 in Manistee. 80s, even close to 90 once again. We will see a little bit more clouds in the west UP than we did on Saturday, but still remarkable looking day for late September. Your TV6 extended forecast looks at a very summer-esque pattern continuing through Monday. Though the storms begin to change that forecast into the day on Tuesday, talking about a steady rain. Actually, the storms pick up late Monday into the day on Tuesday. Look at our temperatures, how they crash into the low 60s come the middle of the week. Rain showers early next week, and an even colder branch of air moves in next weekend, only 50s for highs.